The Denver Broncos made multiple moves today to get even more salary cap space, and this whole notion that the Broncos are in salary cap hell may not be true after all. We already talked about one of the moves that the Broncos made today. They restructured Tim Patrick's deal, taking his salary down all the way to the veteran league minimum of $1.25 million. He can also make an additional $170,000 in per game roster bonuses, $10,000 for each game. Other moves that the Broncos made today, they released veteran tight end Chris Manhertz, which created $2 million in free money for the Broncos. And then Mike McGlinchey was restructured as well, basically giving him an $11 million signing bonus. The Broncos can then choose what years they want to put that signing bonus on against the salary cap. So you're basically borrowing money from your future self in form of restructure. That's what the bread and butter of this move is. So the Broncos are going to have to pay that $11 million against the salary cap at some point in the future, but Mike McGlinchey gets that money right now. So it's kind of a win-win scenario for both parties involved. The Broncos are now close to $20 million under the cap, so they've got $20 million approximately that they can spend, according to Sayer Bettinger right here, co-host of the Locked On Broncos podcast. If we come over here and take a look, I believe that over the cap has it at about 18.3, and that is after the Russell Wilson dead money is factored into things, and the Justin Simmons dead money, all that good stuff. So that is all factored in right here. If we come over here and take a look at some other moves that the Denver Broncos could make to create more money, we've talked about trading away Courtland Sutton. If he's traded post-June or traded pre-June 1st, then the Denver Broncos will save $9.745 million. And if he is traded post-June 1st, then the Denver Broncos could save 13.57. But obviously, this would most definitely be a pre-June 1st trade for this given scenario. If you were to cut Courtland Sutton, which I don't see likely, but you would save $13.57 million. Garrett Bowles is an interesting conversation. It's $16 million you'd save regardless if you're cutting or trading him, but the argument could be made to keep Garrett Bowles in the building because if you have a young quarterback, you want a solid blindside protector. I could see a scenario where the Denver Broncos do keep Garrett Bowles despite being able to save a pretty substantial amount of money by moving on from him. DJ Jones is a guy that I'm surprised has not been cut already. You can save $9.97 million with just $3 million in dead money. That's a no-brainer move to me. Jarrett Stidham, in the event that the Broncos do sign somebody like a Jameis Winston or a Sam Darnold, may be expendable. You can save $5 million by moving on from him. Samaje Perine, I've talked about the Denver Broncos wanting to get younger and cheaper at various positions. The running back position, it makes sense to me to move on from Samaje Perine and save $3 million and get younger and get cheaper there. And then Tremon Smith is another guy that I would not be surprised at all if the Denver Broncos moved on from, saving $2.5 million. They already moved on from Chris Manhertz in a similar type of move. So Tremon Smith is probably the guy that is coming down the line next. So those are the moves right there that the Denver Broncos could make, and it would allow them to create even more space and allow for even more flexibility moving forward.